mobility then now. We're on day 5 of our 8-day cycle, aka the snake on the thumbnails. Big focus on hips as usual, bit of shoulders as well. Now we've got our accessories in here today. Yoga blocks are always helpful if you've got any at home, but not necessary. I'm using this yoga strap. You can use a pipe or a broom handle. It's anything that you can get a bit of leverage on as you take your hands over. But worst comes to worst, just mimic the movement hands free. It's almost as good. So we're going to start work our way through. Big deep breaths all the way through. Relax the muscles, relax the muscle fibers, get that mind-muscle connection. I want you to literally imagine those muscle fibers lengthening out. Okay? Particularly as you breathe out, feel it enter the lungs and you breathe out on that full stretch. Right, so we're going to go cubital rotations first for shoulders. Taking the shoulders through a full range of motion. So grab your particular accessory. If not, mimic the movement as close as you can. So a cubital rotation, you're going to hold it like this, shoulder width, pull the shoulders up, keep that nice and close to your body, and then turn it over. Then you come back as far as you can, get that external rotation. Bring it back to the chest, and then back down. It's easier with a solid object actually, it's harder with something like this. Taking the shoulders up, keeping the elbows up high, that's the key. So bringing the elbows up, keeping them in that position. Breathe out to come down. Breathe in. To come up. Trying to keep the elbows up. So they're rotating in the joint. So you rotate. So the elbows don't change the airspace except for this part here. So as long as you've got contact with your body, then the elbows, as soon as you leave contact, they stay where they are. Like an exercise itself. Right, okay, so next one. We're going to do hip rotating. We're going to take a hip through a nice big range of motion like that. I can just about do this now without balancing, but most people are going to need to balance. Use a wall or a home, sofa, a chair, anything in here. You can use those poles, are quite handy. But if that's not enough support, then please just go to the side. You can use the rig here, okay, anything you want. So don't worry if you get this wrong. I expect you will, particularly the first few times you do it. So you're going to support one leg, keep that glute tight, and then take this knee up into flexion. Okay, then I'm going to rotate externally, out. Okay, then rotate in situ, and then I'll bring you back into extension, and then back up into flexion again. So just following that routine. Okay, it's not easy at first, but again, you're taking your hip through the fullest range possible. Then you've got to take it back where you came, back. Out, rotate back into place. Okay, so once again we go up, out, rotate, extend. Yeah, good idea. More balance the better. Okay, and bring it into flexion. Back the way you came. Extension. Take it out, rotate it in. After a while, you can really exaggerate those movements. The more control and stability you get to. One stabilizer, don't forget, is really good for that as well. So you're working stability on one side and mobility on the other. So it's a great little drill to do. Remember, free your hips. Free your body. and strength as well. One's not good without the other. Mobility is great, but without strength. And vice versa, strength great, but without mobility. Okay, take a second bottom, swap sides. Okay, stabilise this side then. Squeeze that glute, that bum cheek, that quad. Yeah, screw your foot into the ground, then off you go. Up. And even if you are balancing on something, still keep this, and that's what you want to train your body to do. Take it out, rotate, back into extension, and then into flexion, leaning back, leaning forward into immediate extension. Concentration this. Last 30 seconds, everybody. Stabilize the legs, starting to feel it now. We're all nearly there. Okay, relax. Lovely. Accessories to one side. Come down to the floor. And we'll be doing splits now. Front splits, or your version of them, obviously. So let's start in that lunge position. Yoga blocks might come in handy here. Okay, straighten the front leg as much as you can. You may have to bend it again though. Okay, then your hands either side. That front leg, and then you're just going to proceed to widen that gap. Okay, over time. Okay, you might just do millimeters today. It's centimeters by next week. And that's all that matters. Relax into it. Let your body give. Seconds. Okay, slowly. Back leg first, just to bring it in, swap position, swap sides. So take your time. Any lunge position. Straighten the front leg. Hands down. And then widen that gap over 2 minutes. Tiny incremental improvements over the months and years is really what you want. Another minute. slowly transition. Back leg in. Okay. Into the front stretch now. You may want to come lengthways on your mat for this one. Wider the knees out as wide as you can get them. Align your heels with your knees. This is a really deep hip stretch now, right into the groin. It's very harsh. Just slowly and gently, so keep your feet wide as well, in line with your knees. Just gently push your hips back, and you'll feel that real deep stretch into the groin there, the deep hip muscles. It really opens up all that connective tissue there. Really good for getting squat depth. Just keep gently getting as low as you can there. Elbows, maybe even chest. And just keep pushing the hips back. Gently though. Slowly transition out, come back up to all fours. We're doing the cat-cow now, so working into the spine. We're here, fill the lungs and go into the cat, extend the spine. Then empty the lungs and go into the cats, flex the spine. Push your hands into the ground. Open up those vertebrae on the back, mid spine. Fill the lungs, that's cow, repeat. Last 20 seconds. Keep taking those big deep breaths. Okay. Onto the full hip then. Or as near as you can get it. So that might be up here. Just start opening the hips, squeeze the glutes. Maybe you can get down, sit on the heels, and then just start opening up the hips from this point. Either way, that's your aim. You're just opening up the front of the body. Okay? You can go a bit further from this position. Lean back, maybe elbows eventually, and then one down all the way back. That takes a lot of time. For most people, you're talking a year or two maybe in practice. But it's surprising, it gradually happens. This is the ultimate hip opener. This, right through the connective tissue of the knees, up the front of the leg, in through the body, right into the spine, lower back. It's the muscles, the connective tissue that hold the two halves of your body together. And that causes so many problems really for so many people. Most back and knee problems can be related to those. You can open those up and keep them mobile. It's going to make a big difference to your life. Slowly ease yourself out of that one. Well done. Okay, come to seated, we're working on the spine a bit now. For those of you with a PVC pipe in here, it's quite helpful to put the pipe across your shoulders, like that. Across the back of your neck. Do this as a twist. Okay, so then your feet out. Those of you who haven't, okay, I'm just going to do this. Then I'm going to empty my lungs and twist this way. Trying to keep my legs as flat as I can. So I'm just rotating through the spine. Empty the lungs and look as far as I can that way. Over my shoulder. Fill the lungs to the centre. Empty the lungs and go the way. Fill the lungs, come on in. Try and keep your spine nice and straight. It's not an easy position to be in. Remember, you can relax at any time, just sit and breathe. And just try and get your spine in alignment. Crown of the head. Try and think about stacking the spine nice and straight. Just do that. There. Still working on spine. This time from the middle back to come into a lying position, arms out, stack and tuck the knees, okay, like this. I don't want you to drop the knees to one side. Now you might look a bit more like this, but that's okay. Eventually, as you keep them stacked, you can use this nearest hand to hold them in position. So you're going to look over this opposite side. Just feel that big diagonal stretch through the shoulder, through the rib cage, into the spine and the hips, all in one. So lovely three-dimensional stretch this. We're going to do 2 minutes each side. The legs swing over to the other side, do exactly the same there. Keep the knees as close as you can, use the nearest hand to hold them in place. Look over this opposite shoulder. seconds. Onto our final stretch then, which is the thoracic wall stretch. You've done this one before, you know it's quite hard, but there are other ways to make it easier. Find some space on the wall or at home. Now, you'll notice you want to be further away from the wall. You can do it on your knees actually as well. So just kneel about a metre away from the wall, put your hands up like this, and then just lean forward. But this is a good alternative, look. Now it opens up all those same, the spine, the rib cage, okay? If you want to be more advanced, you lie on your belly, shoot them out, there you go, and then put your arm on the wall. The closer to the wall you are, the harder it is. Okay. So, like this. Don't go as close as me if you're new to this. You want to go much further back. Much further back if you're new to it. Again, this opens up the shoulders, the ribs, the spine, the hips, all in one. It does actually become quite relaxing. You might not feel like it now, but it will one day. We're almost there. Switch those little electrical charges that are constantly running through the muscular system. You just want to turn them off. Relax and breathe. Imagine you just literally melting into the cracks of the ground, falling into the earth. All that oxygen-rich blood now is just going to flow into your brain. And that is going to help reset the endocrine system, the nervous system. Reboot, reset your body. And then one last big stretch back with the arms, coupled with a big breath in. And slowly bring yourself back when you're ready. Now we go. Rebooting, reset. All the body systems. Perfect. Okay, we're back tomorrow. Total fitness as usual, 9:30. Combinations with Rocky, and then straight after we've got day 6, the 3-minute deep stretches. Total mobility. See you for one and or both. And thank you for tuning in. See you soon.